Vape mail. Vape mail. Yeah. Today I've got another juice review from a company called Flavours, who saw one of my previous videos and approached me asking if I'd review some of their juice. My impression was that they was going to send me 3, and instead I got 1, which is a little bit disappointing, but nevertheless we'll continue. I haven't actually opened the juice, but I've opened the box, and there's like a little disclaimer leaflet in there, and it's got 19 different warnings. I don't normally rip companies, but I'm going to list the ones that stand out to me, including number 4, which says do not inhale this product. Okay, this is a company that prides itself on being natural. It also says only use in well ventilated areas. Now that contradicts the whole purpose of vaping, does it not? It goes on and on. Another thing worth mentioning is that apparently this is propylene glycol free. I don't know if you can read that. It says glycol, fragrance, water 100%. So I'm not sure if they're saying it's scented water at 100% or what, but it's meant to be natural anyway. I'm not going to put it in the Sigelli because I've just set up this. It's just a 0.2 ohm coil that's got fresh wick, just so I can try it, because I don't want to put it inside a tank that's previously had VG and PG in it. If this is what it says it is, it's free of those 2. So we'll give it a go anyway. Child proof cap, which is always good. This is mint flavoured cigar. And again, propylene glycol free. So I'm not entirely sure what it is. Hence why I wanted to use it on a fresh wick. So I've got that set up on a Mad Hatter RDA. So I'm not sure what vapor production is going to be like. Vapor production is a little bit crappy. Give it another go. Okay, vapor production is crap. It's a very thin liquid anyway. I'm not sure if it is water. It's very, very thin, very loose. So as you can tell, vapor production on the Mad Hatter RDA is crap. It's not worth it at all. Maybe this is a juice that is made for a clearomizer stuck on top of an Ego, for example. It's definitely not made for an RDA, and I'm quite hesitant to stick such a thin liquid inside a tank, as I don't want to flood the coils. What I will do is I will go and get a pen and a clearomizer and set that up and see if it's any better. Right, so I've got a brand new Ego pen with a brand new clearomizer on top. I'm not going to use the pen because it's not variable voltage or wattage, whereas the spinner is. So at least that way I can turn it up, just to see if I can get a little bit more vapor production. Okay, so I've filled that tank up now. Obviously I'm going to give it a few minutes, warm it up, and then come back and show you how it vapes. So I've had it in the tank now for about 10 minutes. I have been giving it a few blasts. Honestly, I'm really disappointed. Vapor production isn't that great at all, as I've already stated. And the flavour is really weak. It's a bit like when you have a Tic Tac, you've got to have 2 because they're not that strong in flavour. This is a bit like having a quarter of a Tic Tac. The flavour just disappears straight away, as well as the vape. You know, like when you boil a kettle and it starts to steam, and then within seconds there's nothing left. This isn't for cloud chasing at all. Cloud chasing juice, excuse me, you'd want it to linger. You'd want to see it go across the room, for example. This just disappears, literally just like steam, which has confirmed my beliefs that this is water. But I'll just show you how it vapes in the pen just for the purposes of this video. That's as good as you're going to get. I'm not here to slag off any companies at all, but it doesn't work in an RDA and it doesn't work in a clearomizer, and this spinner version 2 is whacked up all the way, and it's still not giving me much vapor. So yeah, that's as good as it gets, guys. The flavour is really weak. I mean, as you're vaping it, it hits the back of your throat as a menthol or a mint or a super mint would, but it's gone in seconds. Pretty much the second you remove it from your mouth, the flavour's gone. That's it, gone. So yeah, my view is it's not fit for purpose, to be honest. It's very thin, like I've said. I think it's water. I think it's flavoured water, which for the price of £9.99, that's in euros, converts to just over £7. It's on its way to being price-wise with the premium juices, which it just isn't. Book flavours. I understand your concept behind the whole natural idea, but there is definitely room for improvement, which is probably why a lot of the other companies use VG and PG.